Hello everyone, it's Leo, and it's time to celebrate Halloween with Delicious Party PreCure with episode 33, which focused on Amane. And in my opinion, it had a very interesting argument, which we're going to talk about. So let's talk about episode 33 from Delicious Party PreCure. In this episode, there is a very interesting point of view when it comes to the motto of Delicious Party. Food is smiles, gohan wa ego. So this has been the philosophy of the show so far in all 33 episodes. But we have a different and conflicting point of view being shown, and I loved it. We learned more about Narcissisturu, and we learned that Narcissisturu in Cookingdom is having a hard time because he is someone who is not able to eat everything. There are certain types of food that he cannot eat, and that created some sort of rift between him and other people because he couldn't share moments of eating with them. And because of that, he became some sort of an outcast, and Rosemary thinks that is why he joined the Banduru gang. This is Mari's reading of the situation. We don't know if that's the real reason why he joined the Banduru gang. We have no idea. But this poses a very interesting argument. Narcissisturu is not someone who is able to follow the food is smiles philosophy. And this is the first time Yui is presented with a different and conflicting point of view of a philosophy that has been with her entire life. So that was very interesting. And because of that, Amane also started to notice that there was something wrong with her own feelings. She was not being able to deal with the grudge that she holds against Narcissisturu because of what he did to her, and she's been fighting those feelings inside of her. We can see visually Cure Finale going to punch Narcissisturu and Cure Finale stopping Cure Finale, because that's legitimately what happened in episode 28. She wanted to get revenge on what happened to her, but she stopped herself, and Kome Kome helped her stop herself, but ultimately it was her. But still, Amane forgave herself for what she did as Gentlu, but she did not forget Narcissisturu for what he did. And she did not forgive Narcissisturu for what he did to her when she was Gentlu. This is a different thing. And she still holds those bad feelings inside of her. And she is the sort of person who wants to have pure feelings, clear feelings, and good feelings inside of her. But she is holding something bad. So, how is she dealing with this? This episode showed clearly that it's not an easy task for her. And I really liked how the episode developed that. But I felt that there was a very big flaw in this episode that I found very weird. And I'm going to get to that. So first we have a scene of Amane doing lots of parfaits, and big and beautiful parfaits, by the way. Is the color scheme of the next PreCure season in one of those parfaits? I'm just joking. But her brothers, they eat the parfaits, but they don't notice that there is something wrong with Amane. And it was clear by the way she was acting. And then we get to the moment in which Amane and Mari go to a shop and get to choose costumes, and at that moment Mari notices that something is wrong with her. And before that we have a scene with her and the parfait de Sipipi, which was a very interesting scene because she ends up hurting the parfait de Sipipi because she was so in her head, she was so worried about what was going on in her own feelings that she ended up snapping and with it hurting the parfait de Sipipi. I really like that because that's very real. Sometimes we hurt other people because of how we're feeling, how we're processing things that are going on with us that have nothing to do with the other people that we end up hurting. And well, that happens, and that's unfortunate, but that's very human. And I love that they showed that. So that created a little rift between Amane and the Parfait de CPP. Mari is the one to notice that there is something wrong with Amane. And here comes the big flaw. We get to the Halloween party. The girls are having fun. Everybody is having fun. Even the mascots, and they're very cute. I love the costumes. And I like the visual play they did with the Halloween costumes. But no one, absolutely no one notices that there is something wrong with Amane. And, I mean, except for Mari. But the other three girls, they don't notice. And that was a very weird thing because we've had episodes of the girls connecting and bonding with Amane. So they know her. And it was clear that something was wrong. And I found that super, super weird. And Amane was not acting like herself. She was not interacting with the girls. She was not doing anything. And that simply, like, nothing happened. And she was not reacting to anything. And no one noticed. No one noticed. That was very weird to me. And her brothers didn't notice either at the start of the episode. So, I don't know. I felt that, like, that was a very big flaw of this episode. Because the way that Amane connected with the girls in prior episodes was very real. Or at least that's how I felt about the connection that she built with Yui, Kokone, and Dan. I don't know how I feel about that now. But nonetheless, we see Secreturu attacking. And Secreturu's participation in this episode was interesting because of one reason. Secreturu has been shown doing some research on food. And she says it's because of Godats. But is it really because of Godats? I am having my doubts now. First, in this episode, she was searching for the pumpkin pie because she wanted to enjoy Halloween. But then she says that the pumpkin pie recipe that she wants to capture is not for her. It's for Godats. Girl, is it for you? Is it for Godats? Or is it for you because you want to enjoy Halloween? I am doubting everything a little bit when it comes to her. And after she started attacking, her personality changed a lot. Today she was super aesthetic while she was searching for stuff. And I also wanted to learn more about those little Spirituru robots. What are they doing? But I like that they also do the Bunduru Bunduru chant. That is very nice. So she attacks, the girls transform, Amane does not. And as I said, very weird to me that the girls did not notice that something was wrong with Amane. It really felt to me like, especially Kokone and Dan, they were nobody in this episode. It felt weird. But the scene that came after was nice. Very nice. I loved it. We have Mari, who was the one who noticed that something was wrong with Kokone. And with Amane, not Kokone. But there was something wrong with Kokone in this episode. Too, because Kokone barely appeared. That is very wrong, Delicious Party. But he noticed that there was something wrong with Amane, and he was the one who helped her. First, we have the reconnection between Amane and the Parfait de CPP. We have Kome Kome translating what the Parfait de CPP said. Usually it was Pam Pam and Men Men who did it, but now Kome Kome grew, and so she also has this ability, and she was able to translate everything, and they were able to reconnect. The Parfait de CPP's relationship with Amane is very weird to me as well, especially because the Parfait de CPP does not appear regularly in the show like the Energy Fairies do. And we see the Energy Fairies connecting, even if it's just a little scene with the girls, in different episodes, in different moments of the season. And we don't see that with the Parfait de CPP. And I found the moments that they were connected cute, but it could have been more powerful if we had the Parfait de CPP appearing more. If we had a stronger bond, a stronger connection between them. They have a strong connection. Yes, I am definitely not doubting that. She's known the Parfait de CPP since she was a kid. But we don't see it. So it's weaker for us, the viewers. And the show is made for us, the viewers. So it could have been better. Their relationship could have been better built as of now. But what I really loved about this moment was what Mari said to Amane. Amane said that she wanted to have a pure heart and pure feelings inside of her, but she was not managing to do so. She was still suffering, and she would understand if the Parfait SCPP would not forgive her. And so Mari comes in to the scene and gets that little angel hat and puts it in her head. That scene was everything. And Mari is very knowledgeable. Mari is very mature. And Mari told Amane that you don't have to forgive everybody who wronged you. You don't. You forgave yourself. That's already a great step. But you don't have to forgive everybody else. That is okay. You just need to learn how to deal and sort out those feelings inside of you. Because if those feelings of vengeance and ill spite towards the person who wronged you dominate you, you're going to end up hurting other people, not only that person. And it's okay to have those bad feelings inside of you, but just don't let it control you. Because if it does, you're going to end up hurting someone you love. And that's what she did with the Parfait SCPP. So that was such a powerful argument. I really like this because there is this sense of, oh, I have to have a pure heart always. I have to be perfect. I have to have good feelings only. And that's not how life works. And that's not how our brain works. We have bad feelings inside of us, but we just have to learn how to deal with them. That is just part of the human experience. And I really love that. That was so good. That was such a good argument. Wow. Mari, I love you. It's great. And so with that, she was able to regain her confidence in herself, and she was able to stand up and become Cure Finale again and fight. The fighting scene was okay, nothing special, nothing really noteworthy, but I really liked the kicks that Cure Finale did in this fighting scene. So I feel like this episode had really solid arguments, but it lacked in other areas that Delicious Party usually excels at. As I said, like the other characters, they didn't really made an impact in this episode, and I feel like Delicious Party is a season that is usually able to connect everybody to the plot of the show. And in this episode, I felt that it was lacking because it felt needed for the girls to see Amane, for the girls to notice that there was something wrong with Amane. And also, the whole Parfait SCPP argument felt kind of weak to me because we need more connection between them along the episodes, you know, like throughout the show. I really needed to see more of that. But as I said, I feel like the star of this episode is the argument of it's okay to have bad feelings inside of you. You just have to learn how to deal with them. Great, great, great lesson that this episode gave us. Wow. Anyways, next week it's a baseball episode. I thought that next week's episode was gonna have some sort of focus on Yone. I think I was wrong. I think it's gonna be another party type of episode, like the girls just having fun and doing something different. And it also seems that we're gonna see some sort of different approach to food. Someone who is not crazy about food and is crazy about baseball instead. And I'm liking this shift of tone when it comes to food in Delicious Party because I think it's important. It's not all about it. So it's interesting to see different points of view in this show. And I feel like we might be on a good path to Narcissisturu's story. I want to see more. And I also want to see a showdown between Finale and Narcissisturu, even though I think she's going to ultimately end up forgiving him. I don't know. Let's wait and see. Anyways, babies, this was my view on episode 33 from Delicious Party PreCure. How did you feel about it? Did you enjoy it? Please leave a comment in the comment box below. Let's keep talking about it. Anyways, babies, this is all for now. And I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched the episode, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!